It is a definitive fact, folks, that there are tons of breweries popping up left and right here in Maine. I am the Mighty Plantain, and we're actually talking about definitive brewing. Tonight, I had a chance to sit down and talk with the founder, well, one of the founders, and the chief financial officer of Definitive when they did a little bit of a tap takeover, more like a guest tap, over at Cushnock Brewery down in Augusta, Maine. Now, Definitive did this little tap takeover / guest tap situation as they were moving in to go to the, I'm trying to remember the name of it, but it is Riverfront Brewfest in Augusta. Nice to have one in Augusta to replace the old one we used to have, organized by the Maine Brewers Guild Association or whatever they're called, and Joe from over at Jokas, which when he got older, he's all, hey, I'm rambling. Definitive. Talked to the CFO and founder about how kolsch and cuvee and those types of styles, the bready styles, are coming back into favor from what I've seen at local brewfests, etc. And come to find out, Definitive has their Contee kolsch style ale available. So, we're going to take a look at that tonight. And a lot of info here. It's a kolsch style ale, 4.6 ABV, brewed by the Definitive. Now, Definitive is apparently right across the road from Allagash in Portland. Allagash, one of the bigger Maine breweries. The kolsch style ales. I've been seeing more and more of these guys. And I think kolsches and I said cuvee earlier, but there's a third style that fits into this more bready, grainy style. Or, pardon, grainy profile beers that I think are going to start edging out the IPAs with a certain crowd. I think a lot of people are getting sick of the IPAs because everybody's making IPAs to meet the demand. And they're not all necessarily good. I get it. People want IPAs. Let's take our flagship ale, throw a handful of hops in there, and call it an IPA. I'm seeing that way more often than I would like. What we really need is more well-balanced IPAs, more innovative ways of brewing IPAs, and more different and exotic tastes in IPAs. I mean, take a look at all the different hop varieties that are springing up left and right, some without even a name. They just have a number because everybody out there who's growing hops is just trying to experiment and hybridize, etc., etc. Anyway, I'm digressing even worse. Definitive Brewing out of Portland, Maine, relatively new, and yep, Portland proper rather than Westport, Southport, etc. So, this is their Contee kolsch style ale. It is somewhat cloudy and hazy, but it has a nice golden color with mild effervescence. There's a few bubbles coming up there from that nucleation point. An overall yeasty, bready aroma, a little bit of crispness in the back end there. Nothing standing out, just the yeasty, bready crispness. Actually, a nice medium light mouthfeel. Got a little more body to it. It's got some solidity. Nice body on that. Smooth, easy. There's this crisp, cooling finish to it. I'm actually feeling on the back of my palate and the back of my tongue like an icy crispness. Bit of a nice bready finish. It's just smooth, easy to drink, and crisp with a little bit of breadiness to it. There's no huge standout character. Nothing crazy about it. And I know these guys are making some out there beers. They are one of their IPAs. Crap, the name escapes my mind right now. But one of their IPAs is actually pretty out there, and it's got some boldness to it. Don't get me wrong. This is a kolsch style ale. It's got some boldness to it, but it's relatively safe. They're not getting too adventurous with it. I mean, besides how adventurous it is to brew a kolsch in today's market with the demand for IPAs and easy drinking beers, what it is. But this happens to be an easy drinking kolsch. So they're at least catering to one part of the market. Easy drinking, slightly bready, with a nice crisp, clean finish. I'm hovering here. I want to hit it with a 3.5 out of 5 at least. And bear in mind, on a scale of 1 to 5, 2.5 is average. So this is definitely an above average, nice, smooth, easy drinking beer. But is it quite up in the 4.0 category? I think my personal experience in meeting some folks who work for the brewery is influencing me here. So I'm gonna pull it back. I'm gonna hit with a 3.5 out of 5, just based on the beer alone. It's a good, solid, above average, easy drinking, crisp and refreshing, very bready and yeasty kolsch style ale. Just exactly what I think they're going for. But overall, it's nice and above average in taste and experience. But I'm not going to push it up to the 4 out of 5 category. I'm going to keep it at 3.5, which is still pretty damn good. Now, I've had some other beers from this brewery that would rate higher. I'm going to cover some more of them here and there. But right now, for definitive, the Contee. Saying a 3.5 out of 5. Great beer. Check it out. Hit me up down in the comments in the email link down below. If you've had the beer, let me know what you think about it. While you're down there, don't forget to like and share this video, and make sure to subscribe. When you subscribe, you'll get a notification every time I post a new one. Pardon. Until next time, folks, thanks for tuning in. Cheers.